Hey folks, welcome back to Slay the Spire 2. Joshua here. We are getting into Act 2 of our Necrobinder run on Ascension 5. We have picked up a huge amount of chonk cards here. Reap, Deathbringer, Reanimate, Delay. And the way we're making that work is we've got Invoke and we've got Delay giving us energy. We've got Dance Macabre giving us some block when we play those cards. And we've got some relics, some interesting relics. We've got the Happy Flower, gives us additional energy every 3 turns. We've got the Ivory Tile, reducing the cost of 3 and higher cost cards. And we've got Pale's Tears now at the start of Act 2. If you end your turn with unspent energy, gain additional energy at next turn. So that's something we're going to want to do on our first turn and keep going until we hit like a critical inflection point in a combat where we want to spend that last energy for reasons. We need to determine our route through Act 2 here. So we've got 2 strikes and a defend we want to keep. We'd probably like to remove these 3 cards, the strike and the 2 blase defends, if possible. We've got a fairly big-ish deck at 17, so we're going to be a little bit picky about what cards we pick up. Obviously, we'd like Fires for some upgrades. We'd like the Merchant to do a remove or 2. We've got 227 gold, so we could trade another remove for a purchase of some sort, like purchasing a relic or something. I see there are 3 merchants on the map. Now, we could afford all 3 removes, or we could possibly, depending on how I think we're at 100, so 100 plus 125 gets us to 225. So that's 2 removes. And then if we get... I don't think we can do 3. So it's an interesting question. We did pick up Juzu Bracelet, so events are not going to be fights for us. And you want to continue going after elites when possible, because relics and upgrades from relics are really powerful and the way to win the game. So I think we want to look at elites first. So there's 2 elites here with a fire in between. Sort of interesting. And no good way to get there with more. Yeah, there's no real route with 3 elites that I see. There's only the 2. So if we want to take this route to finish, that means we're going to this shop. That's going to be our last shop. Question is, do we want to hit this one as well? If I go for all these events, I could pick up some interesting stuff and avoid some fights. Probably buy a relic or 1 remove here and save money for Act 3. And then go through this path to fight 2 elites, get through, what is that, 4 fires? That's not a bad path. I do like the idea of going through a number of events here. We can even get 4 if we want. And don't have to agonize over card picks too much. I think that's going to be our route here. We'll hit here, and then we'll go up the elites. So the only real question is whether we take this fight or this event. We'll see what these 3 give us. I could go for another fight here, but I think since we have Juzu Bracelet and a pretty good deck, I think we go... Yeah, I think we go 4 events and see what we get here. Okay, let's dive into the first fight. First hallway fight. All right. So we start with the Tunneler. If we start with 3 energy, right? If we play Delay, we gain the 13 block, and next turn, we get 2 energy from this and 2 energy from Pale's Tears, giving us a total of 7 next turn. Means we don't play Dance Macabre, we don't play Deathbringer or Reap or Strike here, but we preserve our HP and get a 7 energy turn next turn. So like if we pulled Eradicate or something, that would be huge. Lethality plus Eradicate would be amazing. We might just win. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to end turn with 1 spare energy, which is going to proc Pale's Tears for us next turn. Okay, so we have 7 energy here. He's going to buff. We did not pull our Eradicate. So we can reanimate to gain 20, then unleash to gain, or rather summon to gain 5 more. It's going to add 25 damage to this unleash card. That's 3, 4, 5. So we couldn't do that and reap. So maybe we give up on bodyguard. This is worth more. This is worth what? Slightly less than 7 damage, but it carries over to the next turn as well. So the strike is technically better for 1 energy. But we don't want to play bodyguard. We don't want to play this strike. So I think it's reanimate, unleash. Oh, you know what? I also want to keep 1. So do I want to play this reap? That's 11 damage per energy. I think we do. So I think we skip the unleash. Let's reanimate. Let's reap. Oh, right. And I forgot we have Ivory Tile, so we get more energy back. Okay. So we can bodyguard unleash, or we could unleash strike here. That's probably the better play. I don't think we need the 5 damage on bodyguard. So let's unleash and strike. That puts him at 17. That's really good. And we have 22 block available. Could just kill him with the fire potion, but I think I'll save this. We're not going to spend our last energy in order to get 2 more next turn for a total of 5. Okay, so he's burrowed up. Coming in with 23. We can do 14 damage 6 times. Is going to be more than enough to kill. There we go. Great combat. Love that. Okay, so all 3 of these are interesting. Obviously, Invoke works with our existing strat. However, I'm not sure we need more energy right now. Getting Reeve to get a Soul Plus for card draw is a big deal. I would like to have this. I would also like to have the Fear, because applying 2 vulnerable with all these big cards that do big damage is also a big deal. Both of these are great. Card draw is fantastic for us, especially with our energy. As much as I want this Fear, I think we take the Reeve here. With the amount of energy we have, we want to be able to draw more cards and play more cards. So, all right, let's start going through Event City here and see what kind of luck we get. All right, a straight up treasure chest, more energy. Oh my goodness. Start each combat with an additional energy. That's just straight perfect for our build. That's just an amazing pickup. That's huge. Okay, and we get a bunch of gold from the chest as well. God, that was fantastic. Second event is going to be Brain Leech. Okay, so we're going to be forced to add a card. I don't think I want to... Well, let me take a... I don't really know the colorless cards that well. Let's take a look. What could we get? Dramatic Entrance. Not terrible. Flash of Steel for some card draw. Omni Slice to deal some all damage. We don't need a volley. Didn't really want to block. We get a choice of 3. Is there anything in here that's like insanely good for us? Catastrophe is sort of interesting. Equilibrium sort of interesting. Shockwave would be very nice. 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies would be great. The bomb could actually work for us. More energy I don't think we need. A fasten power would be okay. Prowess would be okay. Bolus, Gold Axe, Salvo. Hand of Greed. Rend. Jackpot would be huge. Like, there's definitely some okay cards here. Eternal Armor, Calamity, Mayhem. Like, obviously, the rare cards are going to be good. This is a choice of 5. This is a choice of 3. We lose 5 HP. So, we are hitting 2 fires before our first elite. We could take the risk here to get a really good colorless card. A choice out of 3, right? You know what? All right, we can get more of our own cards anytime, but colorless cards are hard to come by. Let's see what we get if we rip the leech off. And I should go through the text here. The brain leech. Bonk. A sharp pain is felt atop your head, and a thought stabs into your mind. Share knowledge. You are unsure how to proceed, so it fell on my head and bit me. All right, let's rip the leech off. Look at our colorless card rewards. Okay, Ultimate Strike. 1 energy, 14 damage is just kind of meh at this point. Thinking ahead, draw 2 cards, put 1 card from your hand on top of your draw pile and exhaust. That's actually really, really good for me. We'd like to be able to manipulate our deck that way and get the card draw, so we can play like an energy card next turn, or a big chonk card that we can't play this turn, we could play next turn. Thinking ahead could be really good. And then Equilibrium, 13 block for 2 energy. That's, that's 6.5 versus 5 for a flat defend that's not upgraded. We could upgrade this. And Retain is really good for us too with all of our energy. So both of these work with our build. Let's see. This works with Danse Macabre, which if we have that in effect, this turns into 17 block without an upgrade. This is a 0-cost card, which lets us get card draw and manipulate the deck. Both of these are fantastic. We've got a lot of high-cost cards. There is the possibility, even with the Lantern, that we get situations where we don't have the energy to play our hand. I'm thinking that Think Ahead is the way to go here. Even though it exhausts. I like both of these, but we already have a 2-cost 13 block card. Retain the Hand is nice, but I think we're going to take Thinking Ahead. You violently rip the leech off your head and chuck it far, far away. There's a voice in your head. No! All right. Third event. The Bug Slayer. As you're fending off a swarm of aggressive insects, you suddenly notice a mighty, rugged warrior man fighting beside you this whole time. The insects, sensing defeat, scatter. You turn to your fellow fighter. Would you like any tips on exterminating these pests? How polite. You nod and accept his offer. So we can take Exterminate or Squash. Exterminate deals 3 damage 4 times to all enemies. This doesn't super work with our build, right? It's not bad. It's a 12 damage to all enemies for 1 energy, so it's not bad. Squash applies Vulnerable, which we don't have in our deck. I think we're going to take Squash here. I see. You wish to learn the Squash technique. Very good. He pauses briefly, thinking how best to endow you with this maneuver. This is the technique! Behold! He boasts while stepping on a giant bug. Okay. I think another event. I think our deck is like full at this point. In terms of what we might want, we've got some card draw. We've got a vulnerable card. We've got lots of energy. I don't know that there's too much that we want. We've got Deathbringer and now, we've got Deathbringer for all enemies. I mean, I think we're getting pretty full here. I don't think we want too many more cards. So yeah, let's hit another event. The Amalgamator. Clang, clang. You hear the echoes of metal upon metal on the other side of a wall. As you press your head against the wall to listen in, the wall opens up, revealing a hulking, 6-armed figure toiling away. Its base is a swirling vortex of glowing sigils that shift about. One with an ascending spirit has found my workshop. Let's get combining. All right, this is interesting. We can combine strikes or combine defense. We have 2 defends we'd like to get rid of. I don't know if combining strikes preserves the upgrade here. I don't know how that works. I don't think it does. So we'll take an ultimate defend here. So we trade 2 cards for one that's much better. That's really good. The Amalgamator strikes its bone anvil. Memories of combat, protecting and defense strategies sharpen with each blow. Your most ultimate technique returns to you. That's very nice. That's an excellent pickup. Now we hit the shop. Let's see what you have on offer here. Okay, so we just got effectively a card remove, which is great. We could go even further into energy with friendship. Scourge for doom and card draw. This is okay. Not a huge fan of pull aggro here. Summon 4, gain 7 block. Not bad. It's another 11 defense. It's another defensive card. I don't think we need that. I don't think we need Death March or Flatten. I don't think we need Prolong or Hand of Greed. So we could go for... We could afford a relic here. What do we have? At the end of combat, upgrade all card rewards if you took no damage. This is solid. This is solid, a relic, but we don't want a lot of combats and we don't want a lot of cards. Plus, there's no guarantee you take no damage in a fight. Candelabra for more energy, or the Regal Pillow. Whenever you rest, heal an additional 15 HP. This is actually a great pickup, and we could do a card remove if we want. In the case where you have to rest, going from, I think we get 30%. So I think we get 19 HP. No, yeah, we get 19 HP. This would almost double what we get from resting. I think this is worthwhile in case we run into trouble. I think this is a nice way to like put a little guarantee on the run that we can get to the end of Act 3. So I'm going to take the Regal Pillow, and I think I am going to take a card reward here. So we're going to remove this strike probably. I don't see another card that I want to remove right now. So we'll get rid of this strike. Puts us at 20 gold, but we're not seeing another shop this act, so that's fine. Okay, this was a pretty good shop, if you ask me. So when we rest, we get back 19 plus 15 is 34. So if we're at 32, we get full health back. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go into upgrade, treasure chest, upgrade, and then our elite. Let's figure out what we want here. Okay, so Bodyguard and Unleash don't really seem worth it to me. It's slightly more damage. Upgrading lethality could be really strong. That puts our buff from 50 to 75% on the first attack of each turn, which could be huge. Getting 5 more Doom on Deathbringer doesn't seem that good. Upgrading Invoke, since we're almost always going to play it, is fantastic. Getting a little bit more block out of Danse Macabre is okay, but upgrading powers is always risky because you don't know when you're going to draw them and where you're going to be able to play them. I don't think we want to upgrade Reanimate. Removing Exhaust from Thinking Ahead seems amazing, as does getting that additional proc of Vulnerable on Squash. I think the 4 cards I want to upgrade are Invoke, Lethality, Thinking Ahead, and Squash. I think Invoke is the lowest priority right now. I think taking Ethereal off Thinking Ahead is fantastic. That gives us consistent card or deck manipulation that we don't have. So I think I'm going to start with Thinking Ahead here. Hit the treasure chest. What do we pick up here? Book of 5 rings. Every 5 cards you add to your deck heal 20 HP. That's not an ideal pickup for us. We're probably not going to add 5 more cards. I mean, if I get 5 amazing cards, it could happen. But this isn't a huge help, so really it's just the gold. It's okay, right? It's okay. Second fire here. So I probably want the vulnerable. I'd like this as well. This is only the first attack of each turn, whereas this gives us 3 turns of 50% on every attack. So I think we take Squash, and then Lethality is our next upgrade. All right, let's go into this elite fight and see what we get. We've only got 1 potion, but we've got a ton of stuff at our disposal. All right, it's B Guy. So B Guy has Personal Hive. Whenever this enemy is hit by an attack, add 1 dazed into your draw pile. We start with 4. We'd like to spend only 3. So we can defend for 8. He's coming in with 21. We probably play thinking ahead here. We're going to draw 2 cards and put 1 card from my hand on top of my draw pile. So let's play this. Okay. We don't want the Unleash this turn for sure. So we want to spend 3 energy. We probably play the 19 defense against 21. And as much as I'd like to play this Squash right now, it's more important to play Invoke and get my energy circus going. So I think that's the play. You know what? I should have pushed this on top of my hand. Damn it. That was a mistake. I should have put this Squash there instead. Okay. Do I take more damage here? Or do I give up on summon 2? I can get to 5 next turn if I play the Squash instead of the Invoke. Let's do that. That was a mistake, but I think we live with it. So we're going to get a Daze here, but we're going to apply 3 vulnerable, and we'll only take 1 point of damage. Okay, so we got 5 energy. We've got Lethality, Delay, Deathbringer, Dance Macabre. Ivory Tile's not going to come into play because none of these are 3. We've got 5 energy to work with. Next turn, we gain energy as well. So I think we power up here. I think we Lethality, Dance Macabre, and then we Delay. That's going to give us 17 block. We give up, unfortunately, one of these vulnerable turns. But I think that's the play. I don't think we need Deathbringer here. I would like to play it, but I just don't have... Yeah. Okay, so Lethality, Dance Macabre, then Delay. And next turn we get like 7 energy or something. We take no damage. Okay, he's buffing. We need to do huge damage this turn. He's vulnerable, so we might just Eradicate here. 21 damage, 8 times is 160. This is going to kill him. Very nice. There we go. Good fight. Okay. 29 gold, a Swift Potion. The Reptile Trinket. Whenever you use a potion, gain 3 strength this turn. Interesting. Okay. So we use either of these, we get 3 strength that turn. For cards, we've got Sick'em, Misery, and Poke Plus. Sick'em is not great for us. Neither is... I mean, the upgraded Poke is okay. We do have some card draw available. But I don't think it's good enough to take in this deck. Misery... Deal 7 damage, apply any debuffs on the enemy to all other enemies. We only have 1 debuff. No, that's not true. We have 2 debuffs. We have Vulnerable and we have Doom. I don't know how this would interact with Doom. Where's our Doom card? Deathbringer. So if 21 Doom is on the enemy and I play Misery, does it add 21 more Doom to the others? This is an I don't really understand the interaction with this card, so I'm not sure if I want it or not. 0 cost, 7 damage. So it's not bad no matter what. Being able to spread my single vulnerable around would be good, but this card can come back. And it's small. The smaller the deck is, the more often I see it. So I think maybe we just skip this. I'd be interested to know how this works with Doom, though. Okay, so we picked up Reptile Trinket. Got out of that elite fight with 1 hit point of damage. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and upgrade lethality. Yeah. And let's go into this next elite fight. Okay, this is trickier than previous. These guys, you have to kill them all pretty close together. Okay, so I've got the fire potion and the swift potion. I get 3 energy. I get 3 strength if I draw them. So if I reanimate here, we get 20 block. We get 1 energy back. So I could play 1 more card after that. I could play Ultimate Defense. Is that the play? We've got 10 plus 14 coming in, 24 damage. So if I play this, I can block all of it. But I might want to... We're on turn 1 here, so no free energy there. So if I play this, we get 21 block versus, what would I say, 24 coming in. So we would take 3, and then I squash probably this one who's upgrading with 42, just to get vulnerable on it, start killing it. All right. I think that's the play. End turn here. So we take 3 damage, but then we start our energy circus going. Okay. Yeah, you're doing 14 now, so we want to kill you if we can. 21 Doom and 1 weak to all enemies is a very good play here. Weakening them, putting Doom on them. That costs 2. I don't want to play Eradicate. Or no, I can play Eradicate with 3 because I get 1 energy back from Ivory Tile. So if I do Deathbringer Eradicate, that's enough to kill this guy. Puts Doom and Weak on these 2. And then I don't think I play Thinking Ahead because I don't want either of these cards next turn. I think that's the play. It means we're going to take 14 damage, which is rough. No, it's weak, so 10 damage, something like that. Okay. So we eradicate you. We should get 1 energy back. Right, there we go. Okay. I do have 10 damage coming in, so we're going to take 9 here. We get 1 energy next turn from Happy Flower. So if I play nothing, we get 6 energy next turn, which I may be able to use to finish these guys. I think I take the 10 or the 9. Gave me weak. Oh, not a fan of that. Okay, 6 energy. So 24 plus 21 is 45. So this is not enough to kill the Decimillipede at the end of its turn. It is enough to do something here. So at the end of your turn, after you do your 6 damage on your upgrade, you will die if we play this. If I throw lethality up first, then this is enough to kill you, but at the end of your turn. What do I have for defense here? Defend and delay. So I got 6 energy. If I go lethality into reap, I can kill this thing at the end of its turn. That will cost me 3 of my 6. Then I can delay and defend. That runs me out of energy, though. The other option is to drink this fire potion to get 3 strength. That turns this into 27. That would be enough to finish you at the end of your turn. I think I want lethality. And now, 43. Hold on. So I can straight up kill you with a reap and a strike. That leaves me with 2 energy. I could play delay for 13 block and get my energy going next turn with that. Maybe that's the play. Okay. So you're going to come back with 25, and you're going to be buffed, but you're going to have 21 Doom on you. I could eat 6, or I could just play defend here. Do I want the energy? No, it's the same thing. If I play the defend, I get the energy. Okay, well, let's do that. Okay. What do we have here? 5 energy. We've got these cards. Reeve does 19. Squash does 21 and applies vulnerable. We'd like to kill you. Can I do it with the fire potion here? So you've got 20, you're doing 14. You got 21. So if I put 23 damage on you, you'll die at the end of your turn. And then can we do 25 to you? How do I make this work? Do I have a damage card I could pull? If I pull strike, we're thinking ahead, that could work. We also get 3 strength if we play either of these. So, can I do... What can I do? I can squash you. You're more important to kill. So I probably want to squash you for the vulnerable. Squash Reeve kills you. And then I have no way to kill you. And then you're going to come back if I don't. So I think the most important thing to do here is to get rid of this one. I didn't do the math. You'll die at the end of your turn, but we want to kill you now. I think we need both potions here. Let's see what we get. Got 4 plus 3 health. Okay, so this is going to do 21 of your 23. Unfortunate. Put weak on everyone with this and more doom. But then you come back. So if I go Reeve and strike, that kills you. And then I have 17 times 2 for you, plus the potion if I need it. All right, I guess that's it. We strike, we Reeve, we eradicate. There we go, okay. So it cost me my swift potion, but we got through that. Okay. We pick up skill potion and stone cracker. At the start of each combat, upgrade 2 random cards in your draw pile for the rest of combat. Very nice. So we have bodyguard, unleash, invoke, reanimate, dance macabre, deathbringer, and ultimate defender unupgraded. So 2 of those get upgraded every combat. It's a great pickup. And then for cards, Do I want a Grave Warden? 11 block for 1 energy is very good, and adding a soul for more card draw is also very good. It's already upgraded. This is a pretty good card. I do like this card. We're down to 18 because we got a couple removes. And we do have Kaiser Crab to deal with, so more block for that giant rocket punch could be good. All right, I'll take a Grave Warden. Okay, we are at 39 HP. We might... I don't know if we're going to rest here. It depends on how this fight goes. Going into a boss fight without full health is sketchy. Probably don't want to risk it because this run feels like it's been going really well. We might have a chance to beat Ascension 5 here, so I probably rest. Probably play the safe play. All right. We got one more fight here. Okay. Summon 25 is a great defense for us. What else could I do? 11 damage for a soul. These guys are hard to kill. All damage taken and HP lost by the exoskeleton is reduced to 9. You're about to upgrade, so we want you gone. This is 25 block across turns, so, and if we play it, we get 1 energy back. So I think we play this. That's our defense. And then 32 damage. It's a shame that this doesn't apply here. We want the benefit of the Soul Plus, so we're gonna take a Reeve, and then we're gonna end turn because of Pale's Tears. Okay, 6 to work with. Reap doesn't really do much for us because of their exoskeleton, hard to kill buff. Eradicate could kill one easily. So we could delay, strike, eradicate. That's probably the play here. As long as we play Eradicate with 3, we get 1 energy back after we play it from Ivory Tile. So I've got the block to stop the 10, so we'll take out the 28 guy. This is going to be enough to kill him on it. No, it's not. Because it's 9, 18, 27, 36. Yeah, we need 4 hits on him. So we got to strike and then Eradicate to get rid of him. We get our 1 energy back for Pale's Tears. We end turn. Okay. You're coming in with 10. We can block that with Austie if we need to. 21 Doom kills him at the end of his turn. Puts weak on him. And then if we get any damage at all, he dies at the end of his turn. So, yeah, let's do that. There we go. They take their turns. Then they die. Very nice. Very good fight. This deck is not what I expected when I started this Necrobinder run, but it is working real well. Defy's not terrible if it was upgraded, but I don't think we want it, so we're going to skip this. And the other 2 cards I don't want. Going into the boss fight... I could be greedy here, but I want to win the entire Ascension run, so we're not going to risk it. We're going to go ahead and rest to get to max. And we're going to go into the Kaiser Crab fight. Let's see how we do. Okay. So first turn, we'd like to face this guy if we can. We can do that with a strike or an unleash. No, the strike is better. The Reeve is the best. We get 6 block plus 13 is 19 here. That blocks almost all this damage. We take 1, and it lets me get Dance Macabre up and running while preserving 1 energy for Pale's Tears. So we do no damage and don't get the soul, but it lets me get this card up and running. We get our energy next turn, so yeah, we're gonna have a big energy turn next turn. I think that's the play. Get the power running, and then we delay. So 21 coming in. We've got 20. I think that's our first turn. Do I want to... I get strength on the turn that I use this, so I think I'm going to hold off on this. And end turn here. Okay. 18 coming in. Okay, here we go. So if I play Lethality and then Eradicate, it's going to do... What's 75% of 14? 7 plus 3 is... I think they round up, so it's 7 plus... so it's plus 11. This will do 25 damage 7 times. And if I drink a potion... 7 times 3 is 21. If I use both of these potions, I can straight up kill the rocket this turn with this combo, which is incredible. Let's do it. So we'll Lethality. We'll Fire Potion. There's my 3 strength from Reptile Trinket. So right now, this is going to do 29 7 times. So 210 less. I don't even need the second potion here. We can just straight kill with this. Let's do it. Let me make sure I got the math. So 30 times 7 is 210. Less 7 is 203. We're going to do, yeah, we're going to kill it. And we're going to get 1 energy at the end because of Ivory Tile. That is an incredible first 2 turns. That's amazing. Holy mackerel. What a run. We might even get to keep our skill potion here. Okay, so you're coming in for 24 and you're debuffing us. What do we want to do here? We've got Lethality up, so this is a big hit. We only spend 2 energy because of the tile. So we'll have 2 cards left. Rather, 1 card left. We probably, yeah, we take some hits here, but there's not much we can do about that. So let's do the Reap. Oh, I get... Right. So I spent 3, went down to 2, and then came back up to 3. Okay. So... 24 coming in. I don't know that it's worth it to play 5 block here. We got 6 from the Reap. So this becomes... 17 versus 24, 18 versus 24. We take 6 damage, not bad at all. Do I want damage here or... No, we'll take energy next turn. Okay, we're frail and weak, which isn't great. So we could put vulnerable on him. I think... What do I want to do here? I think it's definitely a thinking ahead. Let's see what we got. A card to put on top of my draw pile. So what do I want to do this turn? I don't have a big damage card to play. So we can put vulnerable on him. We want that. We can give ourselves block next turn. So we want reanimate. I want invoke. Probably we throw Deathbringer on top so that we have that weak for his next attack. Let's send this to the top of the draw pile. And then we'll reanimate. We'll squash. We'll invoke. And I'll play this to get the soul in my draw pile as well. And let's end turn. So he strengths up. He's coming in with 20. I think he's going to block. He's vulnerable. So I have a strike. I have an unleash, which is huge right now. Yeah, so we open with unleash here. 84 damage. Holy mackerel. That's lethality plus vulnerable. That's sick. We got 7 energy left, so we can kind of play everything. Put weak on him. Strike. Strike. So, oh, he's if we could get 7 more, he would die. We'll take the 8 block here, and we're gonna be fine. This was an incredible Kaiser Crab fight. Amazing. We can just straight reap to kill. There it is. Wow. This deck kicks ass right now. I don't want to get too ahead of myself about Act 3, but I feel very strong. Okay, what do we have here for our choices? Misery again, which I don't know if I want that or not. We have Soulstorm, deal 9 damage, deals 2 additional damage for each soul in your exhaust pile. That is an incredible card on a soul build. We do not currently have that build. Banshee's Cry. 9 energy, 33 damage to all enemies, costs less energy for each ethereal card played this combat. I don't think I have an ethereal card that I play. I guess I have lethality, and I think that's it. So none of these cards work for me in this build. So we're going to skip and go to Act 3. Woof, what an Act 2. That was this whole, honestly, like we made the decision early to Shears, and then we took, I think the first card we took was, or a very early card we took was Delay. And then we got the Invoke, and then everything just spiraled from there into this amazing energy build. It's kind of tasty and delightful. Let's pick our upgrade here before we wrap up the episode, and then next session we'll go through Act 3. I mean, I feel very strong. I think we go all elites and fires and stuff again. What, I got 200 gold? So we can get one more shop here for another relic or something. A lot of hallway fights here. I might want to prioritize events. So we got shops, and then like 2 elites and 1 fire, or... There's 3 elites here. If we skip the shop, we probably want to hit one of these shops. I guess we could go here and burn whatever gold we can. That gives us 3 fires and 1 elite. Yeah, not a great path here, but let's see what we have from Tanks, the Chimera King. You can never have too many weapons. All right, try Boomerang. Choose 3 attacks in your deck and enchant them with Instinct. This card's attack damage is doubled. How about this? How about putting that on this, huh? Jeez Louise, that would be insane. Hold on, let me arrange by card type here. So Strike, Strike, Unleash, Eradicate, Reap, Reave, Squash. Those are our attacks. Putting double on Eradicate seems straight up insane. I might very much want to do that. And then like putting it on Reap could be really good. 66 damage for 2 energy. That's crazy. Probably we put it on Squash because we want to play Squash as much as possible. Can you imagine like 8 energy times 24 with lethality and vulnerable? It would be something like 40 damage times, you could do like 400 damage with this card. Crazy. Claws, transform up to 6 cards into Maul, no thank you. Iron Club, every 4 cards you play, draw 1 card. I mean, Iron Club sounds nice, but this is so insane. This is too good. It's gonna be Eradicate, Reap, and Squash. This is insane. Holy mackerel. Okay, well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm looking forward to this Act 3. I mean, we're facing the Queen, so I think we murder her dragon fast. The problem with the Queen is she does like 35 damage a turn, so maybe we don't even bother with the dragon. I don't know. We'll see when we get there, but that was a sick Act 2. I'm really looking forward to Act 3. Hope you guys are as well. Thank you so much for watching. This was a blast this session, and hopefully we'll get the win here and complete Ascension 5 on the Necrobinder. But that is going to be it for this time. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.